What's going on, guys? Charge It Up here in the garage with the R6. In today's video, I want to talk about one of my riding helmets and the issue I'm having with it. This is the Ruroc Atlas 2.0. I believe this is the Shurakin model. This is the model I ordered in February 2021. Love this helmet. Love the way it looks. Love the helmet. It's probably one of my favorite helmets that I have. I use it a lot, and I use it mainly because it's got a nice setup for vlogging. Definitely love the way this sets up and the way that you can use it for vlogging. Probably another reason why I'm really annoyed and it's unfortunate that I'm having this issue with this helmet. When I first got this helmet, I actually posted a video about it. I'll put that in the top right hand corner if you guys want to see that video. As soon as I got the helmet, I started using it immediately. Now, it hasn't even been 2 years at this point, and I've already noticed that the inside cushions, they've become a little bit too soft and they don't really push against my cheeks like they used to. Now in my case, I personally think that this is an issue. I like the helmet to be nice and snug. Let me explain what I mean about the softness or the too softness of the inner cushions. Now when putting the helmet on, initially when I first got it up until probably a couple months ago, the fit was nice and snug. So the cushions on the inside, especially around the cheeks, were nice and snug. So you got that little chipmunk look or whatever, which is good because it's nice and secure. It feels nice. Now when I put it on, it feels like I can actually put my hand in between my cheek and the cushion. That's how soft it's become, to a point where, let's just say between 10 kilometers and 70 kilometers an hour on the road, when you move your head a tiny bit just to see, you look over to your right shoulder or left shoulder, there's a slight movement. But from 70 kilometers to 100, or even being on the highway, this thing has started to really shift sideways, either left or right, depending on which side you look at, especially on the highway, which is, to me, it's unfortunate because it's becoming a little dangerous. It's taking away your eyesight, but also it's not very safe, to be honest with you, to have a helmet on you that just shifts while you're riding. But it's also a bit more dangerous because it gets in your line of view sometimes. Now this is just something that's really frustrating to be running into an issue like this with the cushions, not even 2 years into owning the helmet. As I mentioned previously, this is one of my favorite helmets, if not the favorite helmet, or used to be at least, when it came to riding and vlogging with it. At this point, I don't really feel safe riding with it, especially on the highway, because it does move back and forth. But I just don't feel like it's giving you that protection that your head actually deserves to have. Now, I gotta be completely honest with you, I have no clue as to why the cushions would actually give way or become so soft to a point where now it moves on my head. I have taken the cushions out. I've attached the speaker system to it. I've washed the cushions because obviously they get dirty, so you should be washing your cushions, and at least the parts that you're able to take out. I mean, what else is the point of taking out? Don't get me wrong, I understand after a number of years, the cushions will break down or break apart even. I have seen that in older helmets, and then it gets softer to a point where, yeah, it just sucks, but it does happen. But not 2 years in. I don't think I've ever seen it happen that quickly in 2 years. So that is the Ruroc 2.0 that I'm talking about right now. I've had this Shurakin helmet for, man, I probably have to say 8+ years. And the cushions are soft, but they're still nice and snug on my face. They're nice and snug on the cheeks, and I can still have confidence with this helmet on the highway doing 120, 140, 160, or that it won't have any sort of movement if I move my head left or right to check lanes or to check what's around me or like that. So super unfortunate that this one has already started that 2 years in compared to this one. And again, yeah, I understand it's a different make and different model and everything, but man, that kind of sucks. This right here is my very old Shurakin, and as you can see, it's got the same graphic as this one here. I've had this Shurakin for 15+ years, at least I believe 15+ years. I think it has to be at least 15+. But again, the cushions, they're soft. But I don't wear this helmet anymore, but the cushions are soft. But again, if I put it on and actually rode it with it, it's nice and snug to my face, just like this one is. And just like this one used to be when I first purchased it. Now again, as I've said previously, I know the cushions and the innards of the helmets have a certain lifespan. And yeah, it's good for probably 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 years, depending on how often you use it. The material of the helmet, I'm not talking about the actual construct of the helmet, I'm talking about just the cushions. I have not had any other issue with the helmet. I've not had any issue with the mechanism, the locking mechanism. I love the locking mechanism. The fact that you can just quickly clip it on and it's snug. Just the magnet, like that's freaking awesome. Like just the magnet portion is freaking amazing. Click and it's there, on and off real quick. I love that portion. I love the helmet. I love everything about the helmet. The fact that the speaker system is built in to the bottom right here. The Bluetooth speaker system is built in as well. I love the helmet, other than the fact that now I'm having issues with the cushion that I just mentioned. I honestly didn't think that this would happen so quickly. Now I believe Atlas is currently on their 4.0 helmet, but again, if you buy a helmet, you don't really expect it to not be good for you after 2 years. There's one other thing I want to talk about when it comes to this helmet. Now I can go on their website, and I'm not sure if they have anything for the 2.0 anymore, but previously you could order a thicker cushion from Ruroc. Now this company is not local to me. This is out of the UK. I'm in Canada, and unfortunately, let's say I want to order a $40 cushion for the inside of the helmet. Well, I'm not only going to get taxed on it, I'm actually going to get hit with a massive duties fine for importing it from UK by DHL and then customs. To me, it's not worth it. The cushion portion for the helmet, when you know that the cushion is not going to last a year or a year and a half or 2 years. I think I'd rather look for a helmet that I have access to more readily and spare parts and stuff that I don't have to pay extra taxes and duties just for ordering a Ruroc. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing that, to be honest with you, which is really unfortunate because, like I said, I love this helmet. I will say one last thing. This is a medium Atlas 2.0. I ordered the 4.0. I ordered the 4.0. Yes, I did. It came in, and when I tried on the 4.0 medium, it wasn't good for me. It was way too big. And then I reached out to Ruroc and told them, well, how come my medium doesn't fit? And they're like, well, we changed the cushion size, so you can go ahead and order the thicker cushion if you wish. And again, I ran into the same issue. Well, again, if I go and order a $40 Canadian inner cushion or $60 or something like that, then I'm just gonna get hit with a $120 duty fine. It's like, that doesn't make it worth it for me. I actually sent that entire order back to Ruroc, and they actually paid me for the order and the duties that I got charged on. Let me know if you guys have run into the same issues with the Ruroc or any sort of Ruroc helmet for that matter in the comments down below. I am going to search around for the inner cushions on North American websites, maybe REFERRAL or something like that. Some Canadian, maybe Fortnite. Maybe Fortnite has some that I can order from. See if I can kind of salvage the inner cushions to make it fit my head again and go from there, but definitely won't be ordering from Ruroc. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Just thought I'd mention my experience with the Atlas 2.0. Thanks for watching. Into the next one.